My name is Danny Forger. I'm a mathematician, a professor at the University of Michigan, and I'm also a pipe organist. I started playing the organ when I was very young. I heard it in our local church and was amazed by the sound and was very excited that the local organist let me play it, and I made a very big sound. And I guess I've been playing it ever since. My journey as an organist and as a mathematician were quite separate initially. I was trained in both of them. All of my degrees are in mathematics, but even when I was a graduate student, I still played at a lot of churches in New York City. I directed a choir and so forth. And it was at the University of Michigan that I got a wonderful opportunity to merge some of them. And I started to think about the mathematics of music and to realize that we could analyze performances of music and discover interesting mathematical patterns. The University of Michigan, first of all, has an insanely good mathematics department. It also has a world-renowned pipe organ department. The previous chair, who recently retired, James Kibbie, I said, would you be interested in collaborating on mathematics? And he was very excited about it and organized the entire organ department for a while to help us generate a very large data set of performances that then we could start to apply some of our mathematical algorithms to. When you go to a museum, you don't look at 3 different paintings at the same time. When you read a book, you don't read 3 books at the same time. But somehow with music, you could hear multiple lines and they add to each other. The experience is better because of it. The brain cannot accurately understand 3 random lines, but if they have certain mathematical structures, then all of a sudden an individual can fully internalize them and fully understand them. So that's what our project was about. We recorded and digitized performances of many people playing musical works that have 3 lines by the great J.S. Bach. These are some of the hardest pieces in the literature. There's brilliant mathematical structure in Bach's music, but that's something mathematicians have known about for a while. There's also a mathematical structure in performers, how they perform it and what mistakes they made. We found a very nice mathematical representation, basically a matrix that can internalize a lot of the chord progressions that occur. And here I'm using chord progressions in a very loose sort of way, really counterpoint progressions. If you just look at the data, all of a sudden these patterns start to emerge. You could just see them on the page. And that led us to a big question, where do those patterns come from? And amazingly, many of them, in fact 75% of this structure, comes from known properties of polyphony and counterpoint going back to the Renaissance. We're now going one step further to really think how musicians internalize and think about the music. And so we ask AI that's inspired by the brain's architecture, how would you learn this music? When would you make a mistake? And then from that, we could start to infer what some of those structures are. So by understanding those patterns, we think this will help us generate music more in the future. Part of the recital that I gave at the Cathedral was me improvising a piece. And purposefully, I used a lot of the principles that we learned from the project in that improvisation, along with using a theme that ChatGPT came up with from a mathematical idea. There's a lot of future work we're thinking about with this project. Eventually, hopefully this will help further composition, but also there's lots of aspects that how the performer plays. These pieces are so difficult that they actually push biophysical limits. The notes are going by so quickly that you could actually see some of the randomness in the brain start to appear in the data and so forth. So again, this project should teach us not only about the right mathematical structures, but also about the neuroscience of the brain and how we learn these pieces. Mathematics and music have a history that goes certainly back to the Greeks, but now it really seems to have diverged very separately. One of the things I'm trying to do is merge these disciplines together, and I think having people now trained, the new generation of organists are very much also engineers, mathematicians, people interested in AI. And if they understood a lot of these mathematical structures, some of what they're learning in music theory, some of what they're experiencing will make more sense and enhance the whole listening experience. . . 。
Don't go anywhere, there's way more to see on ICM TV. The ICM TV featured film series highlights innovative work in mathematics from across the globe. You'll find all of this and more on our official ICM TV 2026 playlist. Follow along to make sure you don't miss a thing.